Nathaniel Goodman, Nathaniel Goodman, Freeport Police Chief. So this afternoon we thought it'd be a good idea to gather together and kind of discuss where we're at so far in the search for Theo Ferreira. We've been in close contact with the family, and we've been fortunate to have a really great response from the Maine Warden Service, who we're going to introduce here in a moment, and other area agencies who have all pitched in to lend a hand and try to help us find this young man. We would ask, a big part of what we'd like to ask of the public is that if anyone lives in the Flying Point, Bunganuck area of Freeport and Brunswick, we're really asking that people search their Ring cameras, talk to their neighbors, and reach out if you have any information regarding Theo's disappearance. And we're asking specifically to for this last Thursday around 4:30 p.m. to Thursday evening around 8 p.m. If you're in that Flying Point, Bunganuck corridor from here to Brunswick, we're really looking for people who travel that route and who live in that area to reach out if you have any recollection of seeing him that day, or interacting with him, or have any surveillance dash cam or Ring cameras at your residence. It probably makes sense for me to introduce Lieutenant Jason Luce from the Maine Warden Service.
Again, like Chief Goodman said, my name's Jason Lewis. I'm a lieutenant with the Maine Warden Service. It's LUCE. We were called to assist the Freeport Police Department. I think Thursday night they took the report of a missing 14-year-old Theo Ferreira. Like the chief said, if anybody lives or travels that Flying Point Bunganuck corridor, and especially in that area between 4:30 and 9 o'clock Thursday night, if they saw Theo or have Ring cameras or any surveillance cameras, game cameras on their property, to please check those. So right now we have it's a coordinated search effort. The Freeport and Brunswick Police Department and their detectives, they're running out any leads that we get from the public, and the Maine Warden Service, along with probably 30 Maine search and rescue volunteers, 8 K9s, Maine Marine Patrol. We're out basically eliminating areas in that Flying Point Road area by area. And with that, as much as the public wants to help, and we want their help, but for now, the best thing that the public can do would be to check any buildings, if they live in that area, check any buildings behind their house. But we're asking, as much as they would really like to help, let us reach out if we actually need help, because right now we have a very coordinated search effort going on with trained search and rescue personnel. So again, if we can just have the public check the immediate area around their house but not go in the woods, that would be greatly appreciated. Do any of you have questions?
Any signs, whoever wants to take this, that this young man was troubled in any way, that there might have been something prompting him to take off?
We always look at things like that, but right now there's been no real red flags. But like I said, we're still tracking down any evidence or any leads that we can find. So.
How far is the search area? I know it's Flying Point Road. Are there any other areas that you?
So everything's based on previous experiences we've had, and right now we're focusing on within a mile or so of Theo's residence. We've had several credible witnesses that have put him at a certain location, and we're obviously concentrating on those areas. So.
Is there any concern of foul play?
None at this time, but I'd let the chief speak to that. So.
We don't have any evidence or anything actionable that is leading us to believe that that's a factor right now, but we don't rule. There's a lot of variables, and we rule none of them out until we have a chance to follow up and verify anything that we get that we can work on.
You mentioned leads and maybe eliminating certain leads. Do you have any what you would call current hard leads that might look promising in some way?
No, I can't.
Nothing recent since Thursday night. So.
Did he go to school on Thursday? You know?
Yes, we believe so.
Okay.
Yep.
Do you know the last time that he spoke to his mom or dad or family, or if you could share?
Well, I can't say for certain, but that day. I mean, sometime during that day.
Okay.
Yeah.
He was seen last walking alone towards Brunswick.
That's the last information we have.
And
Yep.
I think I read that the dog had his scent at one point, but then lost it, and that made me wonder about that. Is that correct?
I can't speak to the intricacies of the dog, the technical side of a dog track, but we've had a lot of canine helpers here, and there's been a voluminous amount of work done by the canine unit, so I wouldn't want to get into that realm.
No, I'm not that I'm aware of. So I don't know. So.
You mentioned are you searching the water?
We're searching everywhere. It's concentrating mostly on wooded areas and trails and places like that he may have wandered to. So.
Does he have a history of, disappearing?
No, not really. But nothing that leads us to believe that this is a pattern or.
Can you just tell us about what you're feeling in terms of time? So he was last seen Thursday night. We're now Saturday, 2 days. Like, how are you feeling about the time of this and how, the urgency?
Well, I think every case like this is urgent from the get-go.
From minute one, everything's urgent. So.
Yeah, if we could have found him within 2 minutes of the call, we would be thrilled, and we would still be thrilled if we could find him right now. If we could grab him right now and bring him home, that would really make us happy. So, we meet every few hours, and we reset and figure out what takes priority and what gives us our best chance of locating him.
Do you search throughout the night?
Well, obviously with dark, our ability to see and to detect things decreases. So we search until our resources are exhausted. Dogs get exhausted, so we need to give them a break, just like the searchers. So, and obviously when it's dark, it's a lot harder to see, and we don't want to miss any evidence or clues that would indicate where Theo is. So. We're far from done today. So.